Do you love cakes? Do you love events? Do you love excitement? Do you love glitz and glam? Then this is the show for you. Welcome to Bake That Cake with Dripples. My name is Darla Okene. Sit back as we get right into it. For this episode, we had the pleasure of creating an elegant white wedding cake for our amazing couple, Wisdom and Vivian. And the event was planned by the one and only Oravent, the outlandish planner. He came in to place an order. They wanted a masterpiece, something very tall, huge, and with lots of flowers. Now, orders like this make us feel giddy.
So we want something like a masterpiece for the wedding. I want something tall,
Okay.
something that is there when you see it in the venue. So that's something, I don't know, something like this.
Okay.
So
And
I
of
believe
course,
it.
different.
Yes, different, a detailed cake, a showstopper. Let me use the word.
Showstopper, I love that.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to do that. So we'll give like a 5-tier. We'll do
Okay.
a 5-tier cake, and then let's have lots of separators in between. What's your shade for the day?
Lavender and peach
Okay.
with white.
Okay. So let's go. So we'll start with like a 4 inches.
All right.
So we'll have it really tall. Now this small one, you're ready.
I'm already enjoying it.
Okay.
Met her in school, Uniport. Years back, is about 7 years now. We were friends, like best friends for about 3 years. She always, like, she's my helpmate. Let me use that word. The Catholic will say helpmate, not helpmates. Like, yes, because with her, I don't miss my flight. She's always there to push me. You know, this pusher thing, she's helping me accomplish my goals and visions in life. I am really happy getting married to her.
I didn't know he was going to be my husband because we were just friends. It was never part of our plans. It was not even my intention or anything, but coming true is perfect for me.
Let's play with circles and
Okay.
hexagon cakes.
It looks like you're actually in my head.
I know what you like. Let's see, a rough sketch.
Wow.
I know what you want. So it's this hexagon.
Oh my God.
And then I think we should have these fox legs here and have flowers underneath.
How tall is this place?
It's going to be very tall. We'll do that calculation later.
Wow.
Then have some flowers popping out from here. And all the angles and as well here. So, this one,
The showstopper.
So let's have this pot here.
Oh, we're still going more. Still
That's really
growing.
beautiful. Then
Wow.
flowers up here, here as well, and gold.
Wow.
And then this down separator, right?
Gang.
While this down will have the stencil effect.
Wow.
You want a wild cake,
Vivian,
right?
come and see you.
So when we got the designs of the cake and all that, wow, it was something else. I said, okay, go ahead, make the cake. When I saw the cake on my wedding day, I was like,
This
You love
is
this.
beautiful. Let me snap it.
Okay, please.
Oh, it's beautiful even in paper.
What flavors would you want?
Well,
Should we do mixed? Have some
Okay.
fruit cakes and then
Fruit
have
cake.
some mixed flavors like
Yes.
the chocolate, red velvet, and
Definitely,
vanilla.
yes.
Let them just have a taste of all
All
of
the cakes.
variety.
Yeah, that's great.
That's fine. So
Thank
we're good to
you.
go with this.
Thank you so much, Dripples.
Thank
This
you.
is always back to back, giving it your top notch.
Trust us.
I swear.
Thank
you, Ma.
first of all, I love your lips. Then I would say I love her confidence and the belief she has in me. I love her commitment to our union. God bless you for me. I love you so much.
After chit-chatting for a bit, we came up with a lovely design comprising of hexagons and circles. A 5-tier wedding cake starting with a 4 inches, 7 inches, 13 inches, 19 inches, and the base as 24 inches. We had 3 hexagons from the bottom and 2 circles from the top. And we're going to be having lots of different separators in between just to give it that beauty and elegance. And we're going to be having lots of flowers around this cake and mold, and we're embellished with gold. We're excited, guys, so let's get decorating. We began with the second to the last tier, which is a 19 inches hexagon, which is going to be a 20 by 20 inches box cake, and we're going to be carving out our hexagon cake from it. Now we have this measured here. Innocent?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see.
Yeah.
We're supposed to start with the 19 inches.
Yeah,
So
this
let's
is
see
19
this part.
inches from here to here.
Fine.
This is 19.
What about this part?
This side is also 19.
Good. Let's see the side.
Sides are 11 inches.
What about here and here?
They're all 11 inches.
Now, perfect. So we'll go get our square cakes and then we'll start shaving. Now, because of the size of this cake, we decided to merge 16 sheets of 10 inches square cake to make up 20 by 20 inches square. Okay, our square cakes are ready, baked in 12 inches square pans. Now we decided to do square, so we don't bake a whole cake in this size of pan, so we could avoid it from, cracking or breaking while flipping it. This is much easier for us. Okay, so we'll have this here. Get the other ones ready. Like so. Just pile on top of them. Here, that's fine. We have 3 sheets on each to give us about 6 inches, right? 6 inches, yeah, about 6 inches height. How many inches are these ones? I hope we'll hit up to 6 inches. Where is the tape? Yeah, we need to measure. It's not up to it, so we need more cakes. We need more cakes. So we're going to get more cakes to make sure we get it to 6 inches. Right now we have 5 inches. We need more 1 inch, okay? So I'm going to heat this up. Hey, do you have cake? Hey, this is like, do you have cake? Hey, God. Quick, so it's not enough. See, can you see? So how is this a wedding cake size? What did you do? Now, we started by stacking the 10 inches square cakes, but we had to stop halfway because the cakes that were prepared for us did not make up the required height. So we're going to stop this right now. We'll be back again when all our sheets are ready. Now, previously we had just 3 sheets of cakes, okay, which wasn't okay for our desired height. So we had to go back to bake more sheets. Now we have it in total as 4. But by the time we add all the sheets together, we have 16 sheets of fruit cakes here. And next, we already have our pre-cut hexagon template, which we're going to place directly on it, and then we'll start shaving. So guys, let's shave. Now, instead of placing this at the middle, as usual, and filling this part and this part from this, I think we should shave this way, so we don't have to stress too much. Yes, we only fill this side with one of the good side. This side is a little bit shaky. No, this is fine. So we'll go this way. So we placed the hexagon template on the stacked cake, and then we carved out the hexagon shape. Take it out. Over there. Nice. This is the board that is going to take this. So we have the same measurement. Mark this as the number 1, and we also mark this part as number 1. So by the time we're done, we can easily transfer this cake straight to the board, and then we'll decorate. So right now, we're going to make sure we shave up this area neatly, fill up very well, and we'll be right back. Now, we filled up the side of the cake that was lacking to make up the shape. And now, to make the sides equal, we filled with cakes, shaved to make the sides clean and crisp. So yeah, right now we finished shaving and it's looking really good. The angles are all out and very obvious. We will transfer this now to the original board. And at this point, we have to be extra careful because we don't want anything, falling apart. Where's the board? Where is it? Okay, where's our number 1? This is number 1. Okay, now shift. Push it this way. You can't push from the paper. Push from the cake. Push from the cake first. Push. Forward. It's not moving. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I've been able to lift my parts. Okay, let's go. Hold the board. Okay, I'll hold the board. You guys move. Hey, this one I want chance. 2. But why should I be bothered? Why should I be bothered when I have abled people around me? I'm gone. Transfer the cake. I just want to come back and see the cake on the board. Thank you. I said it. I think sometimes you don't need me around you for things to work, right? Maybe sometimes my presence is distracting, right? Somehow. Push inside, let's do our work. Take this, thank you. But we'll have to transfer this back up here so we can work, okay? It was time to crumb coat the cake as usual with butter icing. At this point, the design going on the 19 inches hexagon was being created. So now we're almost done crumb coating this cake after transferring it to the board. After the crumb coating, she's kneading the fondant right now, and then we'll cover the cake in white, and then we'll begin to decorate. So we're good to go. This is fine. Next, we'll wait for the fondant, and then we'll begin to panel our cakes. We cut out templates on paper using the sides of the hexagon. We created lovely designs with fondant and different molds set aside to dry for later installation. Okay, so now our fondant panels are all set and ready to be fixed to the cake. 12. This one is too much. Come. Because we don't want too much of it. Let's see. At this point, it was time to cover the 19 inches hexagon cake. Now we molded our fondant, cut out our panels to cover the sides of the cake. Now we picked them up one after the other to place on the side of the hexagon, while my assistant helped in cutting out the excess to make it clean and sharp. This one has this dent here, but we're going to cover it with our mold. Okay, now this is the magic tool. It just cuts very clean as long as you're on the right spot. So yeah, our edges are okay. We'll now roll the top fondant and then we'll be right back. Now we did the same to all 6 sides of the hexagon. Then cover the top with fondant, and we had to go underneath. Instead of turning this cake upside down, we went underneath to cut out the excess. So we'll do same round all the sides, and we'll be back with decorating this cake, or maybe we'll just go over to the next cake, which is in 7 inches. It's all mixed flavor. Now over to the 7 inches cake. Here we had mixed flavors put together layer by layer using buttercream. Let's check the height and be very sure. This is good. So I'll go gently to secure it, like so, cutting out the excess. We'll go all round, and then we'll be back with buttercream, and then we'll cover the cake. Okay, yeah, our 7 inches is properly shaped and looking good. I will begin to add our buttercream gradually. So like this, all through. What are you talking about? This is different now. There's no message on the floor. You fixed your message on the ground, right? Why is her message on the board? Wait, hold on. Why is the message on the board? I want to understand. Why is the message? So that you know your front. Okay, but you're not getting it. Remove everything and make sure it's neat. And that message should be the last thing you fix on the cake, okay? All right, this is almost ready, and we have our rolled fondant here. We're going to panel it immediately. All right, no problem. Go ahead. Go and roll the top for me. And lastly, we're going to have the top to cover up here, same way we did with the other cakes. And we're ready. Now it was time to attach our fondant panels and molds to all sides of the hexagon, creating beautiful design. Okay, our 7-inch cheesecake is ready. And right now we're trying to add some detailing around the edges of our hexagon, and then we'll begin to attach our patterned designs which we've already pre-made. So we'll just need to sit down carefully. We'll take this out later and then measure it, making sure everything is centralized. We'll just go centralize it neatly, sure it's at the middle, then we'll just press. I think we'll still have to put something here. Let's look for another mold to add here. So it's not just bare.
That angel mold.
Another one, yeah. Something that will suit this oval well. I'm sure if I wasn't doing anything creative, life would have been so boring. Like, I can't imagine myself sitting in an office 9 to 5. I like this, eh? I like the new challenges every time. Okay. Let me go and get some molds. I think this is fine. So finally, we decided to add this tiny little cute cherubs to the cake to have that 3D effect. I like that look. Another tiny one here. And then we just have to look at it very well to see it coming from this angle. Right. In the middle. Come and complete this. Take it around while I stand still the other cake. Joy, ready? Since we're working simultaneously to meet up, I had to quickly go straight to the 24 inches base cake while the 19 inches design was being attached to each side one after the other. We decided to use a beautiful flowered stencil design on our base cake, which will blend with the floral pattern we tried to achieve throughout the cake. We placed the stencil carefully on one side of the hexagon cake. Now, applying royal icing and scraping off the excess, we applied gold luster carefully. Now, removing the stencil gently from the cake, exposing the beautiful design was most satisfying. With this same design round the 6 sides of the hexagon until we were done. So next, we'll go wash the stencil. It's so delicate, so wash it very neatly, pat it to dry, and then we'll stencil same way on this side and on this side and all the other sides. And yeah, I like this. Looking good already. Cut out, take out the excess. Yeah, so now we're done with this part. We'll wash the stencil and do same method round the other remaining 4 sides. And when we're done with this base cake, we'll mount it on the board and then finish up with our 13 inches hexagon cake. Now, we're going to gather all our 5 pieces of cakes and install them at the venue. At this juncture, all 5 tiers of the cake, separators and flowers were all ready to be taken to the venue for installation. So today is for Vivian and Wisdom. Let's go install their cake at the venue. Now we entered into this beautifully decorated hall. AC was on, lights everywhere. Most importantly, our cake table was sturdy enough to carry all 5 tiers. Okay, so now we are here. The hall is spectacular. The colors are rhyming so well, and I'm so glad our cake is all white and gold. Like the flowers are all white. Yes, guys, I can't wait to finish up with this cake. Just be on the lookout. We got to work immediately, placing all pieces one after the other together, making sure they were balanced, centralized, and not tilting to one side or the other. arranging and balancing the cake, we went straight on to attach our flowers in all the areas it should be. And when we were done, we got ourselves a masterpiece. Now, we'll wait for our couple and the guests.
Sincerely, I requested for a masterpiece cake, but Dripples went extraordinary. I love the details on the cake. I love the height of the cake, the size of the cake, the tenses on the cake. Dripples 2023, you came bigger and you came better. Thank you so much for always slaying this cake back to back. We love you.
Now our cake is set and as tall as we planned. The combination with the hall is just perfect. We can't wait to see the reaction of our couple and the guests. I hope they love it. The event commenced beautifully with the entrance of the bridal train, followed by our gorgeous couple. Now, watching them make their way into the hall was sensational. Spotted her cake, she was so happy. She even sprayed money on her cake just to express her delight. The event planner was also thrilled.
When I saw the cake on my wedding day, I was like, you had to spray money on it. I wish I had more. I wish I had dollars. I would have done more.
It was so beautiful.
Big ups, Aura. Big up Dripples cake.
It was a dream come true.
Yeah.
I appreciate Dripples cake. I appreciate all the crew members that came out for it. It was beautiful. Dripples is my #1.
As your bride ever sprayed money on your cake, I need to just go and sleep. And until next time, this was a satisfying feedback for all of us here at Dripples because I couldn't have done it without them. It's a wrap for today's episode. And until next time, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.